Hello, my name is Leslie Aird and I'm the Principal Teacher of Wellbeing and Inclusion at Lockerbie Academy, and I'm also the lead mentor for the Boys to Men programme that we've been developing at Lockerbie Academy. The programme really came about from an idea that we had for nurture and how we were moving our nurture practice forward. We worked with S1 and S2 groups and we really felt that there was a gap for some of our S3 boys. So linking that with a course that I had completed at the University of West of Scotland just really highlighted the figures for how young men aren't performing the way that they should be performing in academic subjects, and really how some of the statistics really highlighted that we needed to do things better and maybe do things differently. For example, 96% of our prison population is male, and the highest risk of suicide is for young men. So linking that along with our nurture principles and working with our community, I wanted to try and develop a programme that really highlighted these skills that these young men had as leaders, but maybe weren't really being targeted in our academic system at the moment. So that's really where the idea came from. It was how we could work with our young men who were really needing a safe space to talk about their emotions, but also link with our community. And that's where we came up with the idea for the project.
I'm Kerry Curry. I am Deputy Head Teacher at Lockerbie Academy. I was really delighted when Leslie Aird joined us at Lockerbie. At that time we had a lot of girls groups running, looking at self-esteem, friendships, relationships, etc. And Leslie was really keen to have something for groups of boys in school, because we didn't have a space for them to talk about their feelings, to look at particular issues that might be affecting them. So Leslie came with a plan. She had a 3-year plan. It's obviously an expensive project to run, but I could see the value in what Leslie was putting to us to consider as a school.
The Boys to Men project is to help us to get through puberty and transfer to the big school.
So our programme is very unique to Lockerbie. We looked at a lot of academic research before we started the project to see what really worked with a mentoring programme and what didn't. And as lots of our boys are actually bussed into our school, it really wasn't ideal for us to run something after school. So we decided that we would run one lesson a week. The boys would have 2 trained Boys to Men mentors in the room with them, and it again very much based on the nurture principles, where we start with an emotional check-in and then we do an activity. And then every other week we have one of our good guy mentors who comes in and really shares a life experience or shares some skills with them.
Hi, I'm Scott Irvin. I'm a Group Commander for the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service. I work in the Prevention and Protection Department of the local area, and my job is to promote community fire safety across the wider area. I was delighted to be asked to participate in the Boys to Men programme as one of the good guy mentors. When the opportunity presented itself, I was delighted because I have a personal connection or personal experience to the programme. From my point of view, I can relate the experiences that I had as a young person in education to some of the issues that the boys are experiencing in terms of their education just now. Education for me as a young person wasn't straightforward. I had my own challenges, and it's taken me a long time to work through those challenges, and obviously where I am today is not a reflection of where I was when I was at school. So I thought I had a lot of experience that I could bring to the group and talk about, what I experienced and what I've done to try and overcome that. And hopefully that learning and that shared experience will hopefully give the young people an appreciation that actually, whatever your skill sets are, whatever challenges you have, they don't define you. And actually the realisation is that actually they're assets and strengths that once you realise what they are, you can use them to your advantage, and actually you can achieve great things. I was never destined to go to university at school. It was never an option that was put on the table for me, so I never considered that. But through the opportunities and through hard work and through lots of different experiences, I managed to achieve that goal. So I managed to achieve my fire engineering degree through my current employment. And it was only after I concluded that degree that I was diagnosed as dyslexic. So all through my adult life, I've had challenges and things haven't been easy, but it hasn't held me back. But it's that realisation that actually now I understand why things were such a challenge. So I've tried to use that experience and share that knowledge and that insight with the young people, and realise that you may be dyslexic, you may have certain challenges, but they don't define you.
We had 2 mechanics come in, and it was, there was something for everyone. There was banking, there was mechanics and all sorts, and they were essentially just people from the local community, known as good guys who would come in and talk about their experiences, and then he showed us around a car and like how you could get through possible careers and stuff to go into being a mechanic. And yeah.
We've had multiple good guys come into the school talk about their experiences in their life and how they had trouble sometimes in school, and we had multiple jobs come in from over the UK, I'd say, and they've all been amazing. They took our time with us, and we all feel like we've experienced a lot for it, and it's been really great.
Firefighting is the job that they recognise me for, but there's lots of jobs within the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service, so it's an opportunity for me to showcase other jobs and not just the firefighting jobs. We have administrative roles, we have health and wellbeing roles, we have mechanics roles, which obviously, so there's lots of other opportunities, so it gives me an opportunity to showcase the wider elements of the fire service employment. So for people, young people thinking of careers, hopefully that can spark something in them.
I quite like the firefighter because I got to try on the uniform.
The programme runs from January to April. The first set of it runs from January to April, and then if the boys want to continue, they then become lead mentors for our P7s, and that runs from April to June. As part of the programme with the P7s that they run from April to June, the boys have to put on an assembly. So they work with the P7 boys, they become mentors to them, and then the final day is really presenting to the P7s and the P6s from our campus school, so the primary that we share our campus with. So the boys stand up and they have to present, so they're really using the skills that they've learned, that they've developed really throughout the whole programme. One of the really unique things about the programme is that we look at a range of needs for the young men that we're working with. So there's no one particular selection criteria, if you like, for it. We speak to principal teachers of pupil support, we speak to our senior leadership team, we also speak to classroom teachers, and it's really for boys who we recognise have a skill set that just isn't being recognised in the normal academic programmes. So it can be anything from a bereavement in the family. It could be that maybe there's been a custodial sentence within the family. It could be an attendance issue. It could be that we have a high number of referrals for the young man. It could be that they're involved in something within the community that we're concerned about. So there's lots of reasons for it. It's not one specific area, but we absolutely target the programme to reflect the young person's need. It's really important that we link with our local community. So I have what we'd call like our backbone of a mentor. So these are guys who have supported us right from the very start, and they come in and they share key aspects of their education or their life, or they share a skill set that they have with the young people. So the impact from the project, we've seen an improvement in lots of different areas, and I think that's, again, one of the strengths of the programme is that we don't just concentrate on one part of data, we look at a range of it.